It's nearly time for the return of everyone's favourite slap-headed psychopath, and while we're concerned that Hitman Absolution has a bit too much of this, and not enough of this, and this, and this, it's clear that IO Interactive have been concentrating on creating the deepest and most technically accomplished Hitman game ever made. Nothing they've revealed so far has had us anywhere near as excited as Contract Mode. The first thing you need to know for context is, as I'm sure game director Tor Blistad will tell you, Hitman games are played for years by the fans.
The Hitman games are being played for years by the fans.
Thanks, Tor. So yes, people are still playing the brilliant Blood Money, either inching their way towards a silent assassin score, or making their own fun by attempting to murder every single person in a level. No witnesses. That being the case, we can only imagine that with Contracts mode added, people will be playing Hitman Absolution until the heat death of the universe. Contracts allows you to revisit any level you've already unlocked and create your own hits, singling out up to 3 targets from the crowds of non-player characters. Don't like the cut of this guy's jib? Why not cut him into giblets? Any character in the level is fair game, and because of Absolution's sophisticated AI, every one of them will behave differently.
We cannot cheat at all with the game, right? Every single NPC in the game has to be, you can say, as built out as our main targets in the game, because they have to be able to react to anything the player is doing. So that's also why you can say the basic AI of Absolution is actually the star of the game. It's not really Agent 47. It's the complexity of the AI and the way they can react to anything the player is doing that enables us to have this contracts mode in the first place.
Once you've created a contract, it can be shared on Xbox Live, allowing other players to attempt your assignment for themselves, and IO will be selecting 5 of their favourites every week to appear in a showcase. Don't worry though, Tor has promised us, Scout's Honour, that it won't just be the 5 most traumatically difficult challenges either.
It's all about diversity, right? And there's all the filters within the search of contracts. If you want to play only contracts about disguises, for instance, because you like that the most, you can filter out everything else, and you can also filter on the most popular ones, which you can basically say it's the community deciding what is the most interesting contracts. And we will of course take note of that and use those as the featured ones as well.
What's really clever though, the thing that's most exciting, is the way you create these hits. Rather than fiddling with a separate editor, you just play the game like you would anyway. Marking your target during play and then successfully bumping them off is all you have to do. Every moment of your contracts playthrough is recorded too, so if, for example, you want to dress as a chicken and clobber someone to death with a waffle iron, that's your prerogative. Other players will still be able to complete your mission by clumsily murdering the target, but to earn the big money they'll have to replicate every detail of the hit, something that instantly adds layers of difficulty to the mode. And while every AI character has a personality and a routine, it's not always the more noticeable targets that make for the best contracts.
You find a guy that stands in the middle of the crowd and he doesn't budge, and you can manage to pull him out of the crowd and kill him without anyone noticing and make that as a contract. That's a very interesting contract for people to get. This like, how did he do that? You know, and you can spend hours just trying to figure out, did he use a distraction? Did it use a disguise and he is following after you or whatever? Using your imagination to find out. It's kind of a reverse murder mystery, you can say. You know the end result, but you don't know how to get there, and you have to find out by yourself how to do it, and you have to be creative about it.
So there you have it, a potentially endless supply of objectives within Hitman's trademark large-scale sandbox levels. Being gaming's foremost Richard O'Brien impersonator has never been so much fun.